Hello YouTubers, JBuzzsaw79. Deck profile for you. I recently took a liking to the vampires. I think that they are underrated at what they do. And so I want to do that, except I also had together a Destiny Hero zombie deck. And I'm trying to combine the two into a fusion, because essentially they're almost the same deck. Except I think that if you drop in the vampires, you perhaps have access to better beaters. So let's get right into here. First card is, slide it down there, hopefully it focuses. The Vampire Duke. I think you need 3. Vampire Duke's effect: when he's normal summoned, you can target a dark vampire in your graveyard, special summon it, and face up defense. When Vampire Duke is special summoned, you declare a spell, trap, or monster effect. Your opponent mills that from their deck. You can only use his effect once per turn, and he cannot be used for an Iggy summon except for a dark Iggy monster. It's a little bit of a drawback, not too serious really, because you can always special summon him out and wait. His big pull for him, a piece of paper fell down. The big pull for him is to use him with the Vampire Kingdom. We'll get into that a little later. So Duke is just too good. You have to run it at 3. Next up, I'm running 3. The Vampire Sorcerer. Vampire Sorcerer, as you can see, unfortunately, I've only got 2. Nobody at Locals has any, and that's really all I can say about that. It's unfortunate. I may have to go to the big city and grab me one. So, there's a large game store about 45 minutes away. They have everything. Anyway, when this card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect or battle, I can add a dark vampire or a vampire spell trap card from my deck to my hand. You can banish this card to act as the tribute for a dark vampire, and then normal summon it without tribute, essentially. So a really good card for the deck here. I think 3 because of the fact that it's too good. Again, the fact that you can remove it, you can send it to the grave with various card effects to activate it. I'll talk about one of them shortly. So 2 Shadow Vampire is all I'm running right now. Shadow Vampire, when it is normal summoned, you can special summon a dark vampire from the hand or deck, except another Shadow Vampire can't do that. If you do, the monster you fetch is the only monster that can attack that turn, and then this card cannot be used as a synchro summon. Iggy summon rather, for anything other than a dark Iggy monster. So, and then I have the 1 Vampire Vamp. Once per turn, when this card or another vampire is normal summoned, target a monster on your opponent's side of the field that has a higher attack than this card. Equip it to that card. This card gains attack equal to the monster that was stolen. When this card is sent to the grave with a card by this effect, you can special summon this card back from the grave. So essentially, it's like a weird form of relinquish, and the fact that when she has something equipped and is destroyed, then she can special summon herself back. So I only have 1 in here. I think I'd like to try 2 once. I know a lot of people don't think 2 is good, but I don't know. I think it seems like a pretty broken ability, but not really a lot of room. Moving on, I'm going to switch here to this is more of a standard zombie stuff. So I'm running 2 Turtle. Pyramid Turtle, there's so much I can get. There's only a couple cards. Actually, no, I think every card that's in this deck right now yeah. Every card in this deck pre-return you can get. You may not want to, but you could if you had to. So, another searcher that's in here is Goblin Zombie. I'm running 2 of him also. Goblin Zombie is not everything he can get. Anything that's 1200 or less. But the main targets for me would be Mizuki, Plague Spreader. You can get Destiny Hero Malicious, who's in here. Things like that. Also, when he inflicts battle damage to your opponent, when he deals damage directly, they have to send the top card of their deck to the grave. This can be pretty good too, because it actually triggers Vampire Kingdom, which I haven't gotten to yet, but you know. Next up, again, I just talked about these 2 Mizukis. Really good card also. Mizuki's just fucking fantastic here. Sorry, I'm just trying to put the light here a little more, make it a little bit easier to see. But Mizuki, yeah. Great card. Banish him because especially some zombie that's in the grave. So, what's nice about this is you can remove Mizuki, special summon any zombie, like so Duke, Shadow Vampire, anything like that. You get Mizuki's effect, get him back. So really good. Double Plague Spreader for right now. I don't know if I'd rather run 1 of him, 2 of him. There's a lot of synchro potential in here, and with Plague Spreader's effect, obviously it's really easy to bounce them back out. You can reuse them, so it's really good too. For the malicious part of it now, from the Zombie D Hero, I am running the 3 malicious, which I've already talked about. Malicious. You can remove him from the grave from play, special summon another copy of himself to the field, and there's no restrictions. You can get it all at once if you can potentially, OTK rush with this then, so why not? And then I'm running, unfortunately, I only have 1 Uber Foily, but 2 Dark Griffers. Dark Griffer's really good for this deck because you can special summon him by ditching a level 5 or higher Dark. Once per turn, you can then discard a Dark from your hand and send another Dark from the deck to the grave. So why is this so good for you? Well, you could go ahead and I guess you could ditch Malicious to special summon this. As another example, I could I just once is really good. I normal summon Griffer. Excuse me. I normal summoned Malicious. Those stupid names. Mizuki, rather. Got her. Normal summoned Mizuki. Discarded the special summon Griffer then. Okay. Pitched Malicious when I special summoned Griffer. Then I discarded the card was in my hand now. I want to say it was I can't remember. But anyway, the point is I got Griffer out, uses effect, put 3 monsters in my grave, exceed into Laval Chain, I believe it was, or any other, actually level 4 would be fine too, and then detached Mizuki and just went off on that because I removed Malicious comes out, Plague Spreader was in there, and I removed Mizuki, special him out, hit 8, brought out Diabolic, I had Diabolic out, plus whatever I had made with this, so I mean, the pushes on this, and this is just turn 1, I mean, you can really go off with the deck. Some people try to say you got to hold stuff like that back, but I disagree, because if you don't push to use it, by the time you decide to do that, well, then it's probably too damn late, so then it won't do any good at all to you, so. But alright, moving on to the spell cards. Center card, I think. I am. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Let's do the 3 ofs here. For spells, 3 MST. Because freaking it's MST, and they brought back Regeki, but not Heavy Storm. Oh, we got us a back row. Really, a card that destroys every monster you have, and not mine. Right. So, till then, I'll just keep running the 3 MST. I might cut this down to 2. I haven't play tested a lot with this, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do that. 3 Vampire Kingdom. Vampire Kingdom is really good. It does increase all zombie monsters by 500, so but once per turn, when a card is sent from my opponent's deck to the grave, I target 1 card on the field and send 1 dark vampire monster from the hand or deck to the grave, and if I do, I can destroy a target. So, with like Duke special summon back, I say spell. You pitch a spell card, I destroy a monster on the field and send whatever the vampire I want to the grave. And then I've plussed on the field then. So that's that's a really good card. I'm trying to think of some other ones. The Goblin Zombie, you send a top card, you take some battle damage, you send that, you start another card on the field. So you can essentially, with Vampire Kingdom, if you keep discarding, they can keep sending. Other cards I've thought about trying to combine into this yet are Gravekeeper Servant. Every time your opponent declares an attack, they have to send a card from top of their deck to the grave. Well, if that's the case, okay, well, I'll attack you. Alright. They burn the top card. I could essentially destroy the monster they attack with, or something else. So that's something there. Needle Worm. It's in the top 5. So yeah, the only thing I want to double check on, which I'm pretty sure the ruling, but the other thing I wanted to clarify for a ruling for myself is that the effect is triggered once per, not per card. What I mean by that with Needle Bug, Insect, whatever how he's called, is he sends the top 5 from the opponent's deck to the grave. If he does that, is it 5 cards I destroy, which seems kind of unlikely to me, or am I destroying 1 even though 5 are sent, which probably seems more than likely the ruling to me, but I need to double check that. For draw power, I'm running 2 Dark World Dealings because with Duke and Malicious Mizuki, that's actually a huge plus for me. I know I go -1 for that, and then the draw goes back to 0 technically, but the plus I get from sending stuff to the grave is really worth it to me. So yeah, then I'm running 2 Book of Life. I'm running the 2 Book of Life instead of running 3 Mizuki. Sometimes I ran the other builds I ran 2 Book of Life and 3 Mizuki, so I'm just trying to find a little extra space. Again, this is a trial run of the deck, so I don't know if it's going to stay. One of them running the one of Lower Darkness, the Foolish Burial, because Foolish Burial is really good actually in this deck, and of course the one Burial from Different Dimension, because you're removing Plague's Better, potentially Malicious. You're removing the Vampire Sorcerer, so that's lots of cards that are going out of play. The only other card I may decide to add with this too, this is just a maybe. I thought about running like the Alchemist, Dimensional Alchemist, because you get to get a card back that's removed from play. That could be something. So like if I had removed Plague Spreader, they pop it. Plague Spreader comes back to my hand, or I can go get the Sorcerer. So so that's a possibility too. Might turn to somewhat of a chaos variant by doing that, but we'll see what happens. On the traps, I'm running a pair of the Vampire Takeover. If I have no field spell, and all monsters I control, at least 1 on the field, by the way, it is a zombie. I can add Vampire Kingdom directly from my deck to the field, special summon 1 dark vampire from my graveyard, also face up in defense position. So that's really good. So like you go get like the MST or something like that to your field card, and they attack. Okay, well, I'll throw Vampire Takeover, and then, you know, if I already have like Duke or something in the grave, I can throw summon Duke back. Duke's effect go off, blow up again, so it's pretty good. 2 Phoenix Chain because it's Phoenix Chain. That's all I'm really going to say on that. So, and then the last 2 are Phoenix Wingling Blast. This is just to help with Vampire, Sorcerer, the Malicious, Duke, even things like that, because you know it can really benefit nicely from that. So that is my Vampire deck thus far. Again, not sure where this is going to go. I've got to play it some more before I can tell you. But thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. If you want to throw some comments in there, that's good too. You can subscribe if you want. If you don't, it's fine also. I really don't care. Instead, I prefer at least people try to share the video, get it out there. Yeah. So I'll have some other videos coming out, so please stay tuned to the channel if you want to watch any of those. And, yeah. Catch you later.